Hello everyone, welcome to Hotspot Academy. So welcome everyone to this important tutorial from your geography series where we'll be covering your important map works or the mapping. Now this is specially designed for Maharashtra State Board 10th class students. When it comes to your boards, right, the utility of this is 4 marks. Okay, I'm sorry, it's 4 marks. Now 2 marks is for your observation. You will already receive a map. You have to just observe and name them. And other 2 marks is your memory based. That means you should be well versed with the locations and you have to locate them. So these are like the lower hanging fruits. You can easily get them. You can easily grasp 4 marks. So just try to deal with them in detail. Apart from this, in geography series we have covered till chapter 6. Here we have started with history series. Right, we have also covered your science series. If you're not seen them, click on the I button, you will get the playlist. So let's just begin then. Now starting with Brazil. Now understand, Brazil is more confusing when it comes to India. Right, now if I ask about India, where are the northern plains, Decan Plateau, so you must be having some idea. Somewhere in the south we have the Decan Plateaus, in north we have the Himalayas. Exact location might be variable, but when it comes to Brazil, like where are the wetlands, right, where are the wetlands or escarpments, broad quadrilateral, it gets more confusing. So let's just try to deal with them first, then we'll come back to your India. Okay, and point to be noted here is there are few locations, right, which are asked repeatedly. So just focus on them, you're able to solve the questions, right, and this will also help you in the MCQs, right. So be with me, we'll try to cover them. Okay, so Brazil is part of South American continent, right. Now, 2 important line passes from Brazil. One is your equator, yes. The other one is your Capricorn, right. Now, just a minute here. If you focus, there are 2 countries. One is Chile, second is the Ecuador. These 2 countries, they are the only countries, like only 2 countries, it don't share border with Brazil. Right, so this is asked n number of times. 2 countries which don't share border with Brazil are Ecuador and Chile. Are we clear? Okay, now here is the Atlantic Ocean, right. This is the northern part, this is the southern part. Are we clear? Let's move ahead then. Now observe the physical map of Brazil. Let's just zoom in. If you locate, these are the Guiana Highlands. Okay, now here is the highest peak, that is Pico de Neblina. Now here is the Marajo Island, here is the Amazon Basin. Then important here is the wetland. 2 important rivers, Paraguay and your Parana rivers. Now this is the Parana, this is the Paraguay river. Now here is the Brazilian Highlands. Important point here is it is decreasing here, right? It's highest here and towards the north it gets decreasing, right? So it's steep this side. Now São Francisco is the important river located in the northeastern part. Caatinga is the important place in northeastern part, and here this is called the arid region too. Why? Because of this escarpment. What happens here is the orographic rainfall. Now because of the orographic rainfall, here we get what? Drought, like it's called drought quadrilateral, right? It's formed here. So which is the place? This is the place. Are we clear with this? Okay, great. So just give me a minute here, I'll just zoom out. Okay, now again this is the Casino Beach, the Pampas. So another point to note here is, see, the index has been used. So while map work, make sure that you're using the index, use your symbols. No, there's no hard and fast rule, only this symbols has to be used, is as per your convenience. Label them, name them, right? Okay, so just check how can be solved. So see, this is how you have to make your index, name them and then use the symbols. Now Guiana is here, right? So this is how we can use the symbols, right? This contains mark, right? If this is asked for 2 marks, it's asked for 3 marks, so some part is for your index as well. Now here is what? Your Pico de Neblina, right? There it is. If you can see the highest peak. Now the important rivers, Paraguay and Parana river. Now the Caatinga, or this is called the arid zone or the dot quadrilateral zone. Because of what? Here is the place called escarpment, orographic rainfall. Now 2 important winds. Now if you see this is north and this is east. So this part is northeastern winds, this part is the southeastern winds, right? All these are trade winds which is responsible for monsoon. Okay, rainfall in Brazil. Are we clear? Too important. Then here is your North Atlantic Ocean. Here is your South Atlantic Ocean. So I hope and I assume these points would be clear to you. If in case still you have doubt, do let me know, right? So let's move ahead then. Now, forest and wildlife. See, there is a rare chance that they would ask you the animals or the wildlife. Reason? Because of your COVID, there's a reduction in your syllabus. Okay, so they have cut down it. But if in case they ask, so you should be aware what kind of animals are found where. So like if you see, the anacondas are found where? In your wetlands, right? So this is your Amazon basin, right? Huge basin. Here is your Marajo Islands. Your Caatinga, again the thorny shrubs or the arid zone because of drought quadrilateral, because of this escarpment. Here is the Sao Francisco. Here are the Pampas. Good to go. Let's move ahead then. So this is your basin. If you can see here, Amazon basin. Here is what? Your drought quadrilateral or the arid zone or the Caatinga, right? Here are your escarpments. This is your wetlands, right? So MP marshy area is the same place. Again, anacondas are found here, right? So this information, what you have grabbed from your map, this can be used while writing your answers as well, right? If they ask you to write a short note on wetlands or peatlands, this information can be used, right? That such kind of wildlife or animals are found in this place, etc., etc. So you have multiple utility of this, right? So let's move ahead then. Now till here we have covered the important places of Brazil. If in case I have missed something, do let me know. We'll try to cover it in the next, right? Now when it comes to India, it's like better if you can revise your complete syllabus using this map, right? How? Let's just begin. Now here is an important point, like that is called your Pamir knot. From where our Himalaya starts is enter from Jammu and Kashmir. It goes up to Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, till here. The last point here is Namcha Barwa. Now Namcha Barwa is the place where your Sangpo or Brahmaputra turns in and enters into Assam, right? Now here important peak is K2, highest peak, right? Then Himalayas are further divided into 4 important ranges. In our book they are given 3, that is Trans, then Greater, then Lesser, and the last one is your Shivalik. I hope you can see it, right? Now the youngest one is your Shivalik, right? And the oldest one is your Trans Himalayas, right? Now again, understand the importance of Himalayas, right? Just give me a minute, I'll erase it. Okay, when it comes to Himalayas, what are the important roles in climate? Understand, they block the cold winds coming from Siberia. They play an important role in retreating monsoon, right? Northeastern winds, right? Remember, which is responsible for rainfall in Tamil Nadu. Okay, great. Now let's move ahead. Now here is an important range known as Aravallis. Now Aravallis, why? Because they create an orographic rainfall. Now orographic rainfall is in the leeward side, like this part we have arid region or arid zone, just like in Brazil we have in northeast, here we have in the northwestern part, right? And which, like, to be specific, what kind of what is the name? It's called desert or Marustali or Thar desert, right? It's distributed between Gujarat and Rajasthan. Okay, just a minute, I'll quickly erase it. Okay, let's move ahead then. Now here we have your Western Ghats, right? They are known with different names like Sahyadri in Maharashtra, etc., etc. And here we have your Eastern Ghats. Highest peak in Western Ghats is your Annamalai. Here we have your Mahendragiri. Both meet at a point named as Nilgiri Hills, right? Western Ghat is more elevated when it comes to, and there's a gradual steep. That's the reason many rivers flow in the towards your east, right? Example, Godavari is called Dakshin Ganga, then Kaveri, then Krishna, etc. Okay, and they form deltas here. Important delta is here, is formed by your Ganga Brahmaputra. To be specific, it's IGB, Indus Ganga Brahmaputra. It's called Sundarban's largest wetland, right? Go Sundarbans. And what we find here is your Royal Bengal tigers. I hope you can see it, right? Royal Bengal tigers are found here. Okay, just give me a quick minute, I'll quickly erase it. Meanwhile, you try to recall. Okay, now apart from this, what you have to remember, here in Gujarat you have a Gir range where you find only place where lions are found, Asiatic lions, right? Now here is your Nilgiri Thar is found. Apart from this, understand, in Meghalaya we have 2 important places. It's called the wettest part of the world. That's your Cherrapunji and your Mauseram. Okay, Mauseram. Now, apart from this, we have two islands. Here is your Lakshadweep, here is your Andaman Nicobar Island, here we have an active volcano in the name of Barren Islands. Here is your Lakshadweep. Now Lakshadweep is famous for what? Your corals, and they are known as atolls. Famous tourist place, right? And here is your Andaman Nicobar Islands. Now here somewhere we have your Indira Point, southernmost point of India, right? Are we clear? Apart from this, there's a line passing from India. It's known as Cancer, Tropic of Cancer, right? Okay, so I hope all these points will be clear to you. Apart from this, just give me a minute. We have, if you locate here, we have your Decan Plateau. Now Decan Plateau again is famous for what? Black soil. And black soil is famous for your cotton, right? So this is how you can use your knowledge in your answers, right? If they ask you write a short note on Decan Plateau, Himalayas, all this can be used. So use maps effectively, right? You can revise your complete chapters, right? Once we have completed the portion, I'll let you know how this map can be used to revise it, and supplement it with your mind maps. Like mind maps have already been shared, right? Use them, revise it, you will be through, right? If in case still you have any doubt, do let me know. We'll try to get it. Now quickly locate Himalayas, Western and Eastern Ghat meets at the Nilgiri point. Then Indian desert is known because of the Aravalli, orographic rainfall, arid zone, Deccan Plateau, black soil, then northern plains. Okay, so that's it. Apart from this, if there is anything else, do let me know, right? We'll try to cover it. So I hope you found this video informative, right? Apart from this, if you want me to cover anything else, do let me know. So a few upcoming videos are like, we'll be covering chapter 3 from your history, chapter 4, and a detailed video on your NTSC, right? So thank you guys for listening patiently, right? Keep learning, keep exploring. So Jai Hind.